Now, building the top piece of this housing is going to be very, very familiar, if not mind-numbingly repetitive. So, what I would recommend is that you actually try to build this piece on your own before you watch this video and see if you can get through it, because it's pretty much identical to how we built the bottom of this. Now, if you've already tried it and you're having some trouble, watch this and we'll step through it step by step. All right, one more time. Let's go to Insert Components, New Part, click on the front plane, cancel the default sketch, hit OK, right-click, and actually let's rename this first. We'll call this the, I don't know, Top Housing. We'll right-click that, save in external part file, hit OK, and then right-click and open that in a new window. We'll insert part, and we'll grab our master model and hit OK and bring in the surface bodies and unabsorbed sketches and hit OK. And now we're back to where we started. We also, just like before, do not need any of the base pieces here. So let's actually select that one and that one and that one. Create a delete body feature to get rid of those, so we're left with just this thing. And finally, we're going to do exactly the same process we did before, but actually can just close up this hole down here. So I'll go to my Surfaces tab, and believe it or not, there is an untrim surface command just waiting for us to use for circumstances just such as these. Let's click on this edge, and it's going to fill that in. We hit OK, and we're left with one complete surface without that hole cut in the bottom to annoy us. All right, next we need to trim this down a little bit. Let's go to Trim Surface, and we'll go to Standard Mode. Using this trim tool, we'll keep the back side and hit OK, just like we did in the last video. Trim Surface, once again, grab this one and click the middle, so we're left with just this middle bit. And then go to the right plane and create a sketch. Look normal to it. And as before, let's grab a line, cut it straight across there, straight over here, down to this point, straight across. And just because I am obsessive compulsive, I'll make those vertical so it's all nice and neat and constrained. Then we'll go to Features and do an Extrude. And I'm going to say up to Surface, grab this surface, and hit OK. Now, don't be deceived by the smooth, shiny appearance of this. We still do have this original surface there and showing. I'm going to hide that. And now we just hollow this out, just like before. Let's go to the Shell tool. Click this face, and this face. We'll shell that out to 3 millimeters once again. Hit OK. We're left with just that shell. And finally, we need to create that flange surface to cut this apart, right? So we'll go to our original surface and hide the solid body. Go to our Surfaces tab, Trim Surface, Standard Mode, use this curve, keep selections, and we're going to click either one. It actually doesn't matter. I'll grab the bottom one in this case. And then let's go back and hide all those sketches. Let's hide this one. Just get these out of the way visually. Then go to our ruled surface command on the Surfaces tab. Make sure we're going normal to surface. Grab this outside edge. We'll go in by 15 millimeters. Hit OK. We can hide this original surface. And once again, if you're not convinced, by the way, this ruled surface, before we extend it, let's show this shell. Do a cut with surface. Click on that surface. See the arrow is pointing the correct direction. Click OK. Operation failed due to geometric condition. Guess what that geometric condition is? It's that this edge is right along this planar face, and they are conflicting. There's a tolerancing issue there, and it's not going to work. We'll cancel that out and do what we did before, which is extend surface. We'll grab this edge. We'll grab this edge. And even though I know from experience that this will work, just for good measure, I was also going to expand the bottom edge as well. In fact, let me hide this. Do all three of those edges at the same time. In fact, we can do them all at once just by clicking the face. There we go. That's quick. Then we'll show that shell again. Go to our cut with surface. Choose our now overbuilt surface. Hit OK. And we're cut back to just the top piece of this housing. We can hide that surface. Add a couple of fillets to it. Let's grab our fillet tool and grab this side and that side. Make those 2 millimeter fillets. Constant radius. Hit OK. Grab our fillet tool one more time. Once again, a constant radius of 1 millimeter. We'll do this outside fillet. It's going to wrap all the way around. Hit OK. And then we can mirror that across. I'll go to my Features tab, Mirror. We'll go to the right plane, and under Bodies to Mirror, I'll grab that body, make sure we are merging solids, hit OK, and we have a finished housing. Now, clearly, this is, first of all, I should point out, let's close this and hit Save. Now, I'm going to point out to all you engineers out there that are watching this and saying, yeah, that's really cool looking and everything, but you have no idea how you're going to make that, man. I mean, that's how are you going to manufacture this crazy compound curved thing? And I would say to them, well, actually, you're right. I'm not a mechanical engineer. I work with mechanical engineers who would look at this, say, dude, you're crazy, and then offer me some alternative or some way of bolstering this to make it work or whatever. Okay, so this is, consider this a sketch model for the moment. And as we go, this is a good way of thinking. I'm thinking through this three-dimensional form, and then once I have a better grasp of it, then we'll be able to build in mechanical details that kind of make this actually work in the real world. We hope, anyway. All right, let's move on.